Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Sundays with Sprinkles. I am Brett Sprinkle, your host. Joined with me is my little brother Tyler Sprinkle. Tyler, hello. How are you doing?
Good. New intro song. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, that was kind of nice, right? And also, I do want to bring in our producer Brandon. Brandon's with us as well. Brandon, nice new song. I'm loving it.
Yeah, it was a pivot because YouTube kept yelling at me because it kept copywriting our videos. Even though I bought the license to that song, and whenever I would put in the license code, it would take it, but it just didn't remember the 12 times that I disputed the copyright claim. So, but hopefully this will work.
It's not the first time Google's tried to keep me down, so honestly, I applaud them for their attempted efforts just to try to keep me as low as possible. Can't work though. Won't work.
Nope.
Well, boys, we have wildcard weekends fast approaching us. We also wrapped up Week 18, the NFL regular season. Saw some coaches go. Tyler, any surprising firings or mutual parting of ways on your radar?
We were talking about it before, but like they said that this is going to be Mike Vrabel's last year. I'm surprised that they fired him instead of trying to potentially trade him. I know this is college, but Nick Saban, the GOAT, just stepped away, which is crazy.
Yeah, big news of the day. Alabama head coach Nick Saban has decided to retire from his head coaching post at Alabama. How many national titles? Is that 6 national titles at Alabama? 7 national titles at Alabama. Hall of Famer, historic head coach. I did not see that coming at all. I thought he was going to coach at least. I mean, I guess he had to finish eventually. I just didn't really see it coming this so soon.
Yeah, as Brandon and I were talking about, he looked at Nebraska and just decided that it's not worth trying to go up against a powerhouse team. So, but I'm really excited.
Michigan killed Nick Saban. This is the Big Ten. The Big Ten killed Nick Saban. Death by Big Ten.
There you go. That's right. I'm really excited to see what happens in the transfer portal with all the players, potentially leaving. Since Nick Saban's
That's a really good point. That's a really good point. That's something I didn't even think about because, there's going to be a lot of 5-star athletes either jumping ship or, unless he told his new recruit. Yeah, that's interesting. I never really thought about it that way. That's...
And they might wait until, the new head coach is hired before they make any decision like that. But it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. It was super shocking. How many? I think we have... Hold on, I just want to double check. We have 7 head coaching vacancies here in the NFL. Just to list them off, we have the Seattle Seahawks. We just found out today that the Seahawks and Pete Carroll decided to go their separate ways. It looks like he might remain with the team. The Commanders are obviously looking for a head coach. The Chargers, the Atlanta Falcons, which I'm a little bummed to see Arthur Smith get fired. You lose 48-13 to a rival, especially in a game where if you win, you have a shot at the playoffs and winning the division. They had so many opportunities to win the division. I guess you got to go a different direction. I understand. The Las Vegas Raiders have an opening. The Tennessee Titans, as we learned with Mike Vrabel getting let go yesterday, and the Carolina Panthers, all looking for head coaches this offseason. Tyler, in your mind, looking at everything we know now, looking at everything that might happen soon, who is the most coveted job in your position, or in your opinion?
I'm kind of leaning toward the Seahawks. Hold on, can we pause? Is that your fire detector? Is that your smoke alarm?
It's not mine. It might be Brandon's.
You can't even hear me. I'm not even in the shot.
Oh, then it might be you, Ty, because it's definitely not me.
What was that? Gonna piss me off. Hold
on.
You're good.
Okay. We could pause.
Yeah, there's a smoke alarm in my stairs hallway that I forgot was there.
All right, Brandon, I'm gonna give a countdown so you know where to cut it. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Hey, okay, everybody, we're back. Sorry about the delay. Sorry about the cut. We just had to figure out what that beeping was in the background. We figured out it was in Tyler's house. Tyler, you figured it out? You feel good? You feel accomplished?
Yeah. My dogs are scared, but they'll be okay.
I've seen that look in their eyes. They're always scared, especially Phoebe, just always pissing down her leg. Looks like.
Well, I don't know if you heard it, but Willa knocked down the door.
Did she really?
Basically fell down the stairs because she hates that noise so much. And then
that's great. So where we left off before Willa beat down your door, I was just asking you in your opinion, what's the best head coaching vacancy? Like, what team is the best team to go to for an aspiring head coach right now?
Yeah. Well, it's going to be the Eagles.
You think they're going to get rid of Sirianni?
I mean, I would. That guy's an idiot. Yeah, I think the Seahawks, because they have a lot of pieces that are really young already. They're just kind of looking for that quarterback that can take them to the next level and maybe some offensive line help.
Yeah. Plus Seattle's awesome. They have a great stadium, great fan base.
Yeah. I think it's them.
Okay. I personally think it is during the break, Brandon and I were talking, he mentioned the Commanders. And I don't know, if I'm a head coach, the Commanders don't have a nice stadium. So if I'm a head coach, I want to go to a team with a nice stadium. I know they're going to build one, but that takes years.
Yeah.
And speaking realistically, they just they're under new ownership now, but I mean, we're seeing it with the Mets. Baseball's a little bit different because there's so much rebuilding you have to do within an organization like that. But it takes a little bit of time to root out like all of the bad eggs and all the losing culture that was there in the building to before. It's going to take a couple of years. So I don't know if I want to be the first head coach in on that, maybe the second or third. I think, and this is where I think Jim Harbaugh is going to go. I think the best coaching job right now is Los Angeles, the Chargers. Justin Herbert, brand new stadium. They don't really have a fan foothold in LA right now, but all it takes is some winning, baby. You win one division, I think you'll have LA.
I disagree with that for a couple of reasons. One, they're
in cap hell, right?
And their cap is real bad. I don't know. It's not going to be a fast fix. And I guess it's better to be on a team like the Chargers that might take a little while because nobody's going to really be breathing down your neck about winning right away. The only really good thing I see about that team is Justin Herbert. That's it. The rest of the team is aging. They don't have any money to spend. They're going to be in debt forever. I don't see that
the way. I don't think their team being aged is like a big issue, especially because I'm just going off of I think Jim Harbaugh is going to go here thought process. So it's kind of similar to kind of what he did to Michigan. And, we've heard pundits, I even heard Big Cat say this on Part of My Take is, the way the style of game they play, they play the game to just beat you up, beat the shit out of you, just keep beating you up. Veteran players aren't really going to go for that in the NFL, especially, right away. I know Jim Harbaugh has established success in the NFL, but I think it'll be good to kind of just shed all those veterans. Yeah, you'll be in cap hell. I mean, they're already going to be in cap hell. So just get rid of all those veterans, just start rebuilding the team with a bunch of young guys. And that's where he kind of excels already. He loves just rebuilding teams with young guys and still that, winning mentality, get all like we talked about, get the losers out of the building and just, reestablish a winning culture. And you can do that with a quick, with a roster turnaround like that, where you're just getting rid of all your old contracts, all your old guys and just building from the ground up like that. It depends on if Dean Spanos wants to take that long. To me, what I'm describing is like a 5 to 6 year rebuild, but I mean, the NFL, who knows?
Well, another thing that I don't think you're thinking about is the fact that you actually have to hit on these players that you're drafting.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and they're fucking. I mean, they did get Justin Herbert, but the Chargers look for a new GM too, right?
Probably. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see that they fired him or not. Oh, I think they fired him at the same time they did Staley.
Telesco, right? Was that Telesco? Was he there?
Sounds about right.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. I don't know. That's what I think. Maybe it's just I have LA bias. Living in LA sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, at least being a multi-millionaire living in LA sounds kind of cool.
There you go. Other than that, the Titans, I don't think would be very fun. I mean, you got a decent fan base.
That's gonna be a complete rebuild, though. It's gonna. I mean, they are getting a new stadium, but I mean, that's gonna be complete because you're getting rid of Derrick Henry. Ryan Tannehill's over the hill, so you have to start over. Either Will Levis or start over. That defense is aging. Like, you want to talk about a team getting old? Like, Vrabel honestly got lucky because that team, they weren't going to be a very good team for the next few years with that turnaround.
Yeah. I see where Brandon's saying the Commanders, because they are a fairly young team. But to what extent are you wanting to weed out the old guard? That would be something that I would think about. Yeah.
You know what's funny to
Seahawks
me? Seahawks for you. You know what's funny to me is last offseason when Bieniemy got hired as the offensive coordinator, we knew the season was going to go something like this for the Commanders. And everybody's saying, oh, coach in waiting. And then now people are saying, now that Ron Rivera's out, I was like, oh, yeah, he got that stink on him. I thought this was the plan the entire fucking time. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know the sale happened after Bieniemy was hired, but like, wasn't that just the plan moving forward? That doesn't make any sense. So it's weird that people have already gotten cold on Bieniemy, which when he put Sam Howell in a position to be one of the top stat leading quarterbacks in the league. That was just bizarre to me.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me why you would go get him and not land on him being your future head coach. But here we are.
Yeah.
Just got to deal with it, I guess. Get Mac Brown there. That team looks like they're Mac Brown away from being a Super Bowl champion.
Oh, no. I actually heard a couple stories about Steve Spurrier today. I think I probably heard it on something on YouTube. I don't know. I can't remember where I heard it from. I apologize, but apparently he had a driving range next to the practice field at South Carolina, so he could work on his chips and everything during practice. That's baller as shit. That's so fucking cool.
Yeah, that's a dream for me. Then get fired and have all that buyout money.
Oh, dude, so much buyout money. Yeah, really missed our calling not becoming college football head coaches.
There's still time. There's still time.
But you gotta be ready to grind, dude. That's 18-hour days, 7 days a week for 4 months out of the year, maybe even 6.
I'm already kind of working on that. So
yeah, grind set mindset. Hell yeah, let's go. I love that.
Just want to point out real quick, the Omaha Brian Bears are looking for a new head football coach. So it's a good place to start.
I thought it was an assistant.
Nope.
Oh. You know,
they posted on Twitter about it, and then
I did see that. I thought it was an assistant.
Yeah, so I don't know. Just thought lots of potential there.
Might have to throw my hat in the ring there. Just turn that program around.
We'll just send in a playbook, see what they think.
There you go.
What playbook?
Michigan.
No,
Iowa.
Shanahan.
Yeah,
Brandon
but
Shanahan playbook.
Brandon, Shanahan.
Did you say Shanahan 14, on it?
Yeah, on NCAA 14, the Michigan playbook is the way to go. So I think I'll just run those plays.
The 2014 Michigan playbook. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm saying 2024 Iowa playbook because I feel like that'd be more Brian. It plays more to Brian's style anyway.
No, see, that's the thing.
Gain 3 yards on 3 plays and then punt it. That's what you do.
See, just run PA Power O over and over and over again. It's unstoppable. Tight end's always open.
Once it gets stopped, you flip it and then you run it again.
Exactly.
Easy breezy.
Now we're talking.
I lost my train of thought. What were we just talking about?
Being a head coach in college.
Oh, yeah, it would be kind of cool. But I still actually, one coach who didn't get let go, which everyone was saying was going to get let go, was Bill Belichick.
Not yet.
What do you think is going to happen there? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just not yet. You think it's going to happen?
Yeah, I think they're going to actually work on a trade for him instead of.
I think so too. And it makes it a lot easier for them because Sean Payton set the market last year when the Broncos traded for him from the Saints. So there's at least a groundwork, laid, foundation laid for that trade to happen. And I think that makes it easier for teams like, who would really want him? Maybe the Falcons. I mean, I saw Falcons Commanders, obviously. Maybe everybody wants him, but it'd be interesting to see. Because what did we give up? A first and a second? 2023 first, 2024 second?
Yeah, 31st pick and then the 12th pick in the second round this year.
Okay. Because I would think that Bill Belichick would get more than that. I mean, I think
I don't know. I don't think you would just because of his age. Like Sean Payton, you can convince yourself that he'll be there for 10 years. Bill Belichick, I don't think you can convince yourself the same.
That's a good point. I guess I'm only saying that because I'm thinking of status. Is Bill Belichick's been widely. I mean, it's arguable, I guess, but he's widely known as probably one of the best head coaches in NFL history.
Yeah.
But what you're saying about the age makes sense. It's hard to give it that much draft capital when even what he builds, he won't be there to see. Probably won't be there to see it come to fruition. It'd be weird.
Yeah. And I think his status would lead to him getting traded for about the same that Sean Payton did, just because of his age. But if he was old and they were trying to trade him, it'd be a lot less, I think. But
A year. So I know we are giving up our 20. We finally get to have a first round pick. We have the 12th pick. The Broncos do. A year later, though, after having to give up our second round this year, first round last year to the Saints, do you feel like the Broncos made the right move
in trading for Sean Payton?
Yeah, and in acquiring Sean Payton's talents.
I do. Yeah, I do. A lot of people are really pissed off at him right now. He just wants to win. Russell Wilson is not the guy that he needed to win, so he let him know. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And also, I think there's a lot of – I'm glad you mentioned that because there's been something I've been wanting to say. I think there's a lot of smoke and mirrors when it comes to this. I think there's a lot of just – what I really think happened was after the KC game, George Payton went to Russell Wilson and said, hey, if you get rid of your injury clause, it'll help us out. It'll help us stay a lot more flexible in the future. It'll help us out with cap issues, whatever, yada, yada, yada. And then when he said no the first couple times, George Payton probably said, and it was never, he probably just said, okay, but we're going to have to think about your health eventually at the end of the season. We might have to bench you because of this. I think that's how it went down. And I don't think it was ever expressly said, hey, if you don't change your contract, you're going to get benched. But then, once Russell did get benched, his camp put it out there that, they did say that, to spark outrage. And I'm not saying Russ didn't. I mean, Russ has every right to defend himself because he's being dragged through the mud anytime he gets benched like that. So I think it's just a lot of smoke and mirrors. I don't think it went down exactly. I don't think it was, hey, if you don't change your contract, you're going to get benched. I think it was, well, if you don't change your contract, we have to think about steps for the future at that point. And I don't think it's as.
Yeah, I think the conversation went a little more like, if you don't help us out now, it drastically impacts our future plans with or without you. I think that's more how the conversation went.
That's fair.
Because both make sense, right? Like if he's hurt, then we have to give him $35 million fucking dollars.
And you can't go get anybody else.
No, exactly. So it makes sense on both, like everybody's been saying, he had every right to say no, and the Broncos had every right to at least bring it up. And here we are. I mean, yeah, it didn't affect anybody. It didn't matter at the end of the day. So here we are.
No. Yeah, I mean, and he got benched because, what are we playing for? So you might as well keep that guy healthy so you don't owe him $38 million in, 2 months or 3 months or whenever he does gets physical,
He also looked like absolute dog shit against the Patriots. So
yeah, that was not a fun game to watch.
Definitely wasn't unwarranted by any means.
If he plays well in that game, the Broncos might be in the playoffs now. I could say that because we'll never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you do anything fun over the weekend?
I went to dinner at Sophia's friend's house. Working. And watched some ball. That's pretty much it.
That's nice. I had the weekend off. It's been really slow at the restaurant, so I kind of just hung around the house, watched football. Oh, it was magnificent. It was glorious.
Nice.
Yeah. Just didn't really do much. And also, obviously dry January, so there's no reason to go out and have a beer anywhere. So just hanging out, just cleaning the house.
Sounds I will tell you fun time.
That you introduced me to this a couple years ago, and it's finally just kind of happening to me now. I've been watching a lot of Mr. Ballin. And when I say I've been watching a lot of Mr. Ballin, I mean I've been watching a lot of Mr. Ballin on YouTube, dude.
I go months without listening to him just so I could binge it for a whole month.
That's kind of that's what I feel like I did. I feel like I've been I just didn't do anything with it for 2 years, and now I'm just catching up for 2 years, just binging it. Dude, it is it's a fun thing to fall asleep to because, and I will say I understand he's telling a story, but I've gotten it beaten out of me by studying to be a journalist. I hate how he just takes so long to get to the point of things. Yeah. And I get it. He's telling a story. He's laying the scene, and I totally understand. But that's just one thing that just bugs me over and over again.
Yeah, he's like the human equivalent of a book.
Yeah. No, yeah, I get
tell you what it is. He's got back in 1892, this person fell down a well. Well, now in 2024, that person that fell down a well had 7 kids. One of them turned out to be a serial killer. So
that was good. That's pretty good. Yeah, that was awesome. I like that. That was fucking phenomenal. I'm interested now. I'm in.
I do remember when I first introduced you to that side of YouTube. I don't even. Oh, it started with Chills because that shit was funny.
Oh yeah, Chills is hilarious. Kushcomb would be my bedtime.
Yeah, and then I just started showing you all these creepy ass videos.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I like listening to the creepy stuff, especially before I go to bed.
But
It's like Mr. Ballin then black screen. That's how it always goes.
He puts me out. Boom. A minute and a half into his video, I'm done. Yeah,
he does have one of those voices that is it's just not, it's like just as comforting. He doesn't really change octaves that much. It's just smooth and steady. It's kind of what you want to feel listening to. So that's a good point.
And I also think that I just trained my mind. Once I hear his voice, I know it's time to
Pavlov dogs yourself every time you hear that bell.
Yeah, I'm passed out. Yeah, exactly.
Start playing it right now. Tyler just falls asleep instantly. Oh, that'd be so funny. Yeah, he literally is, though. He's the human equivalent of, oh shit, I don't have enough words on my book report. I need to add a couple more here and there. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much what he does. So
and use the margins, make periods, double space, whatever.
Now, what the police saw when they walked into that scene, it could be described as something that was horrible, but we have to go back 4 days earlier to really understand what happened inside that room.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, he's phenomenal. If you haven't checked him out yet, check out Mr. Ballin on YouTube. He just tells creepy, scary most of them are true. It's pretty cool.
And the boys get in the bag too.
Oh, is he? I mean, yeah, he's got the podcast now. He gets I saw 2 to 5 million views on almost every video. He peaks at 10 to 12. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Dude, that's where we're gonna be at.
Yeah. Can I talk to you about something though? Since we're talking about Mr. Ballin, how do you feel about the whole what he does with the like button? You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen him?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Usually I just skip it.
It's like take the like button and move into the studio above him and then start a tap dancing class right all over that like button. It's like, fuck you, dude. I almost wanted to turn it off each and every time I hear that, but I don't because I like listening to the stories.
Yeah, I just skip past it.
I'm not smart enough. I just got to listen to everything.
Yeah, make the like button a ham sandwich, but instead of ham, you put 17 razor blades. It's different great. Though. It's something different. So I can respect that part of it.
Yeah. He's not just saying, "Hey, YouTube, hey everybody, how you doing? Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and make sure you hit subscribe and resubscribe, and then kind of like what we do."
Yeah. Well, you do. I don't do that.
Oh, okay.
I don't sell my soul for it. Yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm just trying to get clicks, and it's good practice for an outro. You know what I mean? Because we have to do outros on broadcasts, and I'm not used to that. I will say that I beat Alan Wake 2. Big moment for me. That was one of the things I did this weekend. That was a pretty good game. When did you beat it again? You did when it first came out?
Yeah, like a week after it came out. Because I had COVID, so I just played it nonstop.
Yeah, it actually took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. Once I got to chapter 8 in each respective story, I thought it was going to be over pretty quickly. No, it was another 3 or 4 hours long.
That's what you love.
Yeah, really good. I understand the need for the New Game Plus playthrough, just because it changes story aspects now, and they add some things, and it changes some of the narratives. But just some tiny things, some big things. I think that's kind of cool. So I think whenever I forget about it, I think I will go back and replay it.
And
try to complete the game because there's a new ending too. So I'm interested to see that.
I did not know all of that.
Yeah, you should go check it out if you ever feel a hankering for it.
Yeah.
But we have wildcard weekend on the docket for us this week. Do you want to just run down the games, talk about them, and then make our picks at the end? Or do you want to make our picks while we talk about the game?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, first game starting this weekend, super wildcard round. We have on Saturday, January 13th, the 5-seed Browns taking on the 4-seed Texans. The early afternoon Saturday game. The Texans cannot be beat. This is where the time slot they are always in. I'm excited to see this game just because Flacco took the Texans to task last time. Now, CJ Stroud wasn't playing. And, I mean, those Texans aren't these Texans, I would say.
That's right. CJ Stroud adds a lot. CJ Stroud adds a lot to that team, just in the big playability.
He's so fucking good, dude.
Yeah, you just can't just play on the line like you would with Case Keenum. So you spread out the defense, opens up some more avenues of playmaking, and I would like to think that Joe Flacco's run comes to an end, but he's playing lights out. Maybe when you're up moving around a lot and your legs are tired, but you're like, if I sit down, I'm not getting back up. I wonder if that happened to Joe Flacco.
I was actually thinking about that too. It's like, I don't know if I want to sit him. I don't want him to keep moving because he's old. Those muscles are going to, he's going to get a little tight.
That's right.
No, that's a really good point. I kind of agree with you, but I think the Browns defense is just too fucking good. And rookie quarterback in the playoffs, it's from every single count I've ever heard. Like once you get to the playoffs, it's literally a different animal from the prep, the weekend, the game day stuff. It's just all different. It's all just so much more intensified. That can be a lot for a rookie. I'm not saying he can't handle it. He's been able to handle every big moment. But CJ Stroud taking on Myles Garrett, who hates quarterbacks. That should be noted. He does not like quarterbacks very much at all. Hasn't sacked CJ Stroud yet. I think he's going to be looking to add him to the tombstone this weekend. And I kind of like the Browns to move on here, unfortunately. I love the Texans. I would love to see them win, but I think the Browns defense is going to carry them, personally.
I think Laramie Tunsil is going to be studying up on Garrett Bowles' game tape and shut Myles Garrett down. And the Texans win by 10 points. That's
crazy, but also a very good point. A Browns fan tried to chirp me for, hey, how are the Broncos doing? Are they eliminated from the playoffs yet? It's like, dude, your guy's going to win Defensive Player of the Year, but he has to omit that Broncos game because Garrett Bowles just literally made him run scared and cry and hide.
Exactly.
He faked an injury just to get out, yeah. But he was miraculously fine the next week, I think. I actually don't know. I don't remember the injury report. So you have the Texans. I have the Browns. That's the first game. You could watch that on NBC. I don't know why they put Fubo on. Nobody's fucking
Fubo. Go subscribe. Fubo. Go get a Fubo account. They need a lot of help.
Use promo Cornhusker Con.
I do want to note that I'm an investor, so everything I say, do your own research.
I love that. That's a nice little disclaimer. I'm a big fan of that. All right, moving on. We have the Peacock game. The 6-seed Dolphins are heading into Kansas City to play the Chiefs at 8 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. It's going to be fucking cold. I saw reports. 0 degrees, wind chill, -9. I don't think the Dolphins can play in the cold, 1. I don't think the Dolphins can play on the road, 2. But I think they might win this game.
So the only thing I'm going to say about this game is I wish people would boycott the fuck out of it. Get rid of Peacock.
But there's going to be no commercials like the last game. Last Peacock game they did.
There are no commercials?
Free. Commercial free. Well, they did commercial free quarter, I think. Brandon, help me out here. They did commercial free something on Peacock last time they're on Peacock.
I don't think Brandon knows what the hell you're talking about.
If he doesn't, then that's fine. I feel like he's trying to come back.
No, he's just
trying to pull it up.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck. All right, well, we just got demonetized.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You can also watch that. You can watch this podcast on that too. Stream East. That'd be the best way to do it. I wouldn't go to YouTube and watch it. Okay.
But it's not because it's not worth even the commercial free. Who cares?
Yeah, because then you just have to hear.
They're just gonna keep playing. They still have to stop action, so you might as well just get something on in the background while you scroll on your phone until it comes back.
Yeah, I mean they're going to do like studio cuts, kind of like they did the last time they did the no commercials thing. God, what game was it? It was the Bills. Somebody. It was literally just a couple weeks ago. Whatever
game I did not watch. So
yeah, clearly. The Chiefs and Dolphins did play in Germany. That was a very good game too. Chiefs obviously prevailed. The Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. Do you think they figured it out? Do you think they'll figure out the wide receiver chemistry issues, the drops? Do you think they go on a run here? How do you feel about the Chiefs' playoff prospects moving forward this year?
Again, the only thing I'm going to say about this game is I hope everybody boycotts Peacock. That is my stance. This game does not exist to me.
I'm not asking about the game. I'm asking you about the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. They suck. They need a new quarterback. They need a new head coach. They need a new tight end. They need new receivers. Although I think that they're unfairly blamed because it all falls back on the quarterback. So
it's throwing an uncatchable ball. I mean, these guys have been catching balls their whole lives. So they all of a sudden can't catch? No.
Yeah.
That guy's just throwing shitty balls and blaming it on everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm here for it. I 100% agree with you. The fact that it's going to be 6 degrees, I feel like the Chiefs got their weather machine working again. Make it as cold as possible in Kansas City. That's what they do. That's what they like to do. They sit that machine and change the weather, change the atmosphere. It's really annoying, and they're going to get away with it again.
Now, don't you know that Canada just opened up its weather border to unleash hell on the Midwest and the East Coast?
Yeah, they've just been keeping all the cold air to themselves, and now they're just about to give it to us in fucking force. That's kind of rude, to be honest.
They said, "Hey, Joe, you better pay up, buddy." And he said, "I can't. I sent all my money to wherever they're sending our money to." All right, then, bitch. Here's the cold weather, and now here we are. That's the stuff you don't hear about behind the scenes in the White House.
Yeah, nobody's really talking about it. That's true. That's some Illuminati fucking Illuminati shit. Yeah. So, I mean, this game doesn't exist to you, so your pick is officially void. Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. I know I said I want the Dolphins to win, but give me the Chiefs because I'm not an idiot and I know they're going to win.
Brandon, who do you want to win this game? Or what's your pick?
I'll go Chiefs. It's just for an emotional hedge. At least, when Patrick Mahomes finds a way to cheat his way into the second round, I'd be like, well, at least I was right. I called it. So, yeah, give me the Chiefs.
Well, he's going to point, and then the ref is going to be like, oh, yeah, you're right, and then throw a flag, and that's just how every
figure it out
goes.
later.
Yeah. What did Pat? Wait, Pat, what was the penalty? I didn't see it. You pointed your hand, though. That's what they're going to say. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be insane. Okay, moving on to Sunday. First game of the day on CBS is going to be Steelers at Bills. Bills win the division, playing one of the most ridiculous football games I've ever seen, that Bills-Dolphins game. And that was like just a summary of their entire season because you had that first half, especially those first couple of drives where Josh Allen's just throwing interceptions. That kind of reminds you of the very first couple of games, against the Jets and everything, where he's just turning the ball over. And then all of a sudden their defense and special teams starts carrying that team. They end up with a couple touchdowns, end up with a special teams touchdown, get a bunch of stops. And then all of a sudden that offense turns it on, comes alive, and seals the deal. That was basically just a summary of their entire season. And I think they have momentum going forward into the playoffs.
Well, they get like a scrimmage in the first round, so that's good for the Bills.
If TJ Watt isn't playing, then yes. If he's not playing, then yes. He's not? He's already confirmed? Okay, yeah. This game's you're right. Another bye week. That's cool that the second seed gets a bye week.
Yeah, it's nice.
I didn't think it was going to happen anymore. Yeah. All right, so we're in agreement. We love the Bills here then. Because, I mean, Mason Rudolph, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I just don't like looking at him. I'm just not a fan of looking at him. Amen. And seeing him as a quarterback and a signal caller, especially on, being the only game being played right there, no thank you.
Yep, agreed.
Josh Allen's going to throw 2 interceptions, but he's also going to score like 4 touchdowns, and that's how the game's going to go.
He's going to hurdle somebody.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Is
that a bet you can place?
I hope so.
The hurdle
probably
bet?
Not. I hope probably not. What constitutes? He has to hurdle somebody, right? What if he just there's somebody laying on the ground, he just jumps over him? Is that a hurdle?
No.
Okay. So they got to be standing on their feet. Ish. I mean, they
got to have at least 1 foot on the ground, flat.
Okay. All right. I'm here for it. Here for it for sure. Next game we have on Sunday is going to be the Packers at Cowboys, 4:30 Eastern on Fox. The Mike McCarthy game. Packers coming into Dallas. Dallas looks really, really good. I heard the stat today. God, I'm just getting a lot of. You can tell I was just listening to Pardon My Take, but also I heard it from Pardon My Take, and they were talking to Brian Baldinger. Micah Parsons hasn't had a holding call called on him in 11 weeks. He hasn't had an offensive lineman blocking him has not been called for a holding call while they were blocking Micah Parsons for 11 straight weeks.
You don't have to hold him if you're taking 2 guys to block him.
Yeah, but he's still getting the quarterback though, and I have to believe he's being held. He's a fucking monster. It's just they're not looking for it. He's either just he's so good we have to give the advantage to the offense somehow. There's no other than that, he's just gonna be in the backfield every single time. That's the only thing I can think of.
I don't think he's being held. I think he's being a baby.
Oh, he's being a big baby? Well, I guess you could think that. I don't know if he's being a big baby, but I mean, I don't even know if he was saying it. He just said, go look at the tape. And I guess I didn't go look at the tape. I'm just taking his word for it. But I do like the Pack. The Packers are a really well-coached football team. I think they did a really, really good job kind of pulling things together. They had a couple injuries, especially on defense, but they kind of, laced it up, got into the playoffs somehow, some way. Bears couldn't get it done last week. They're the 7th seed this week. I think you got to be happy just to be in the playoffs here if you're the Packers, especially in what was supposed to be a rebuild year. And I think this is probably as far as they go. I think Dallas wins pretty handily.
I can see it being a closer game than you're probably thinking it will be.
I think
Dallas is really good at home. So,
yeah. Send them on the road, then no thank you. But I think I do think they're very good at home. It really depends on how Dak and CD are going to play because they see it seems like they have been their entire offense and they haven't been able to establish a true running game yet. So I guess we'll see how that goes. What's going on? What's happening over there?
Real quick question: which one of you which one of you picked the Texans versus which one of you picked the Browns?
I picked the Browns.
Okay.
I didn't hear that, Tyler.
I picked the Texans.
Okay. Yeah, so give me Cowboys. You got the Cowboys as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So we both have Cowboys there. Next game, I believe the game of the weekend, Rams at Lions. Matthew Stafford coming into Detroit, 8 p.m. Eastern on NBC is the Sunday night game. This is going to be a really good game. I feel like there's a lot at stake here, and poor fucking Lions fans have to go through this. Matthew Stafford might come in and just shit down their throat. Like, that might happen.
I don't know. I think that he might just say, I got mine. You guys allowed me to get mine, so I'm going to let you guys get yours. Go on.
I do love that. I do love that way of thinking, yeah. Yeah, because, like, I mean, you guys got rid of me when I asked you to. We got a ring, and I got mine. Yeah, hey, here's yours. To you and yours. Right. From me.
Yeah.
Me and mine.
And that's why they fucked over the Lions against the Cowboys, because the Cowboys would be the number 3 seed.
And they wouldn't get a chance to play so you think the scriptwriters are having a little fun with us?
Yeah, because that's why he couldn't hear who was reporting, because he was getting told, don't listen to whatever that fucking guy just said.
Hey, that behemoth walking towards you, just don't fucking look at him.
Yeah.
Say it was the other guy who didn't say anything.
And then they're like, oh, yeah, look, there's like 3 of them over there. Just pick another number other than that guy, and we'll just say that he reported and nobody else did.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong. I think there's some solid logic there. Because it does make for great optics, makes for great storylines. And also Jared Goff revenge game.
Jared Goff revenge game.
He might go for 500 or 5. He might like do another Patrick Mahomes, that Jared like Chiefs Rams duel a couple years ago with Jared Goff versus Patrick Mahomes. It might be another one of those situations where he just goes off for 6 touchdowns and 500 yards.
That would be awesome. I would love to see that.
Realistically, he'll probably throw for 220 yards and throw a couple interceptions. But I think they'll still win the game. I think the Lions win. The Rams are really good, though. The Rams are a lot better than their seed suggests. And if it wasn't for the having the 49ers in their division, I think that they would have, obviously they would have been really, really good. But I kind of like the Rams. I don't know. There's something about them to me.
Well, they have the 2 best wide receivers in the game right now.
That's true.
So that's something.
They can block the pass pretty well. They can't run very well, but they have a strong defense, especially up front, obviously with Aaron Donald up there. Oh, it's going to come down to who makes the fewest mistakes. The Lions love making mistakes. Fuck me. I just talked myself out of it. Yeah, give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. I don't want the Lions anymore. Give me the Rams.
I'm going with the Lions.
Love that. And then the last game this weekend, we have the Eagles versus the Buccaneers. It's going to be the Monday Night Football game, 8:15 on ABC, ESPN. Eagles fucking stink, and the Buccaneers limped into the playoffs with a 9-0 victory against the team that's getting the number 1 pick this year. Well, not getting the number 1 pick this year. But the Buccaneers at home to a team they already lost to at home, the Eagles are struggling. It doesn't seem like they're going to figure it out. The Buccaneers can swarm you with their defense, especially pressure. What do you think? Because when you really look at it, it's like Jalen Hurts, the Eagles are predictable on offense, and Jalen Hurts just doesn't handle pressure very well. And one thing that Todd Bowles can do is dial up pressure on the defense. He's a very good defensive coach. So if they can just beat them defensively and have Baker Mayfield control the game for fourth quarters, then I don't see a reason why the Buccaneers can't win.
I think that the Eagles are just a better team. Whatever that means, I find it hard to believe that they would lose to the Buccaneers in this situation. I know that they've been playing so bad, but I think, as you said, this is like a whole different animal. I think this is when they wake up and fucking realize, holy shit, we got to go.
But I mean, that should have been when they lost that's when that should have been when they were on the 2-game losing streak, not the 4-game losing streak.
See, I see what you're saying, but I don't believe that that's the same life or death situation that you would be in the playoffs.
But I also don't believe that you can just turn it on. I don't believe that you can just wake up, as you put it.
I think you can.
I think it's all a part of it. It's a process. Like you have to go through it. You have to do the same things over and over again. You have to, in order to get success, you have to keep working hard and harder. But at a certain time, when things aren't going your way, you're going to start to doubt the process, and things have not been going their way.
So who do you think is going to win then?
I think the Buccaneers win.
I'm going with the Eagles.
All right.
Brandon, do you have a thought on this?
Yeah, I'm curious.
No. Well, I guess I have to now. I'll take the Eagles. That feels like the safe, easy. No, you know what? No, give me the Bucs. Let me some Baker Mayfield. So, Tyler, I got some hypotheticals then to answer for you so we can finish out this bracket. I'm cooking up here. All right. Who wins? Ravens or Texans in Baltimore?
Ravens.
Not talking to you yet, Brett. Go get your
shit.
Yeah.
Bills, Chiefs, Buffalo.
Bills.
49ers, Eagles, California.
Niners.
Cowboys, Lions in Dallas.
Give me the Lions. Revenge game. All of their linemen are going to report as eligible. All of them. All game.
Every play. Ravens, Bills in Baltimore.
Ravens.
Let's go. 49ers, Lions in San Francisco.
Niners.
Ravens. Brett. Ravens, Browns.
Ravens.
Bills, Chiefs.
Bills.
Niners, Rams.
Niners.
Cowboys, Buccaneers.
Cowboys.
Oh boy, yeah, 1-2-1-2, very original, Brett. Ravens, Bills.
Ravens, Bills. Give me the Bills.
Niners, Cowboys.
Give me the Niners.
Niners, 49ers. Niners, Bills.
Give me the Niners.
Good deal. All right, cute. How many points combined will be in the Super Bowl? No.
Combined
How many
points?
total points will be scored in the playoffs? All 13 games.
Jesus. What's the number? What's like the number normally?
I'm
not just going to throw out a number. I mean, what is the average score of each game taken by the 13 games?
They have to have a baseline, right?
Yeah.
I guess not if it's for tiebreakers. Shit.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hold on. Let me see.
Just look up last year's.
Average number of total points scored in the playoffs. Okay, it's not really giving me anything that I want.
I mean,
how many points were scored in the playoffs last year?
I don't think that you could just find that available.
Dude, it's got to be out there somewhere. This is bullshit.
I mean, you could probably
this is why I don't fucking bet anything.
Total points for all teams in the 2022 NFL playoffs. Okay. Ugh, God. Hold on. I have to do math. This is great podcasting.
Here, I'll read them off to you. 17, 24.
17, 24.
31, 34.
Okay, wait. What am I doing? Am I adding these?
I'm doing it. I got it.
Okay, you got it. All right,
next game.
30, 31. 31, 14. 41, 23. 31, 24. 38, 7. 19, 12. 27, 20. 27, 10. 23, 20. 31, 7. 38, 35.
So that's a total score of 645 points. I'm going to divide that by 13. It's an average of 49 points per game. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, that's about where NFL totals are.
I'm not going to lie. When you first asked me that, I was like, 320.
I would have gone higher.
Now hearing, that's what I'm saying. I had no idea how to base that off of. So give me, I feel like it's going to be lower. So give me 547.
547? Give me 630.
All right, we're in.
Because that's 100 points, dude. That's so many points that you're just like off of the average.
We'll see who's the better ball knower, brother.
I mean, it's neither of us. I think that's been established.
Well, I think I know ball.
I'm pretty sure I know ball, but if you're pretty sure, do you really know ball?
I mean, I know you don't know ball, and I can prove it.
Do I know ball?
Oh, here we go.
So before we started,
what the fuck does Willa know? Hold on. What the fuck does Willa know?
Whoa.
Willa doesn't know
Nobody
ball.
watches ball like Willa. All right.
Yeah, I bet she does watch ball.
Right now, she's watching 7 basketball games.
That's pretty dope. All right.
Yeah. How many basketball games are you watching?
Cooking up a 14-teamer.
Yeah.
Got her kibble money on the line.
Yeah. Hey, first basket from each team in the next 5 games. Go.
Let's go. So we were talking about the Nebraska-Purdue game, and Brett went on a rampage on how Zach Edey isn't good. He's just tall, which
he isn't good. He's just tall.
Well, here's a chart that says he's very good for a very tall.
Ooh! I'm here for this shit.
So on this,
blow this up real quick.
So it's every player over 7'3" in the last 12 years, and it measures their offensive impact. So over here, being tall did not work out very well. Here's very good tall players who have had a lot of success at college, and then there's Zach Edey 3 times in his own league. So
yeah,
he's very good and tall.
All right, so the only problem I have with this list, with this whatever you got going on here, is I'm seeing it now, 2019, 2020, 2022. I mean, Zach Edey is a modern basketball player. I believe Zach Edey knows how to play basketball. What I'm telling you is, because it's very clear he knows how to play basketball. It's also very clear that he's 7'3" because he's on this list where it says he's 7'3". So I believe against other 7'3" guys, I think he is the best 7'3" guy. He's not good at basketball. I think he knows how to play basketball. I think he knows how to play basketball really, really well, but I don't think he's very good at the game of basketball that he knows how to play very well because he's 7'3". He gets away with a lot more, and he ends up putting up these stats that put him in a league of his own against other 7'3" players who historically aren't very good as we're looking at this list.
I mean, you're putting in a lot of stipulations on that. You just
I'm just literally saying the same thing over and over again. I'm just mentioning the fact that he's 7'3" and also not very good at basketball, but he's better than other 7'3" guys who aren't very good at basketball, which is what we're seeing.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Because you're telling me out of all the 7'3" guys, there's 3 guys in this little bracket who categorize who are very good for tall players, and then Zach Edey's by himself in a league of his own. Why the fuck is everybody such ass then? Because 7'3" guys normally aren't that good.
Yeah, but Zach Edey is, so that's why he's in a league of his own.
He would give you buckets all fucking day, Brett.
Yeah, no, he's 7'3". That's not what I'm saying.
His fucking lunch, dude.
That's not what I'm. If he was good, then you wouldn't eat his lunch. He's a Division I basketball player.
Yeah, maybe I missed my calling. We're about to see.
Look, my opinion doesn't come out of a position of hate. I don't hate Zach Edey. I'm nothing Zach Edey. I don't think about Zach Edey at all. As someone who's betting money on this man and watched him play for what should have been a national championship run and saw him play in that game where they just got fucking beat down and he did nothing in it.
Oh, so that's what this is about.
I lost a lot of money. Yes, I am.
So it's not objective.
I've gambled on him and he fucking stinks.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying objectively. Objectively, he fucking stinks. Emotionally, I'm mad because I lost money on him.
Brandon, remember, basketball is not played with 5 players. It's played with 1. It's 1v5.
Right.
Remember that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that the Purdue's just being Zach Edey's just being let down by the entire fucking University of Purdue?
I mean, the dude scores like 40 points a fucking game.
He's 7'3". He should be scoring 40 points a game in fucking Midwest. Is that too loud?
You are ridiculous.
Was that too loud?
No, whatever.
Okay.
Dude.
You grabbed to your ear, so I just wasn't sure. I didn't want to be too loud. I didn't want to be obnoxious.
Too late. We've crossed that bridge.
No, dude, I just can't. I don't like watching Purdue play basketball. They're not good. They're going to be a number 1 seed again this year. I don't understand why. And then they're going to lose in like the 3rd round. It goes like clockwork. Time is a fucking flat circle. It's not a spiral, Zach, with Purdue. It's a fucking circle.
Please come on the pod and just
Zach,
tell Brett how
I'm sure you're a great person, and honestly, I hope you make a lot of money being 7'3". But I don't think you're a very good basketball player, and I know that because I'm not a very good basketball player, and I know one when I see one.
What the fuck does that even have to do with anything?
I'm just telling Zach. He wants Zach to come on. Yeah, I'd love to have Zach on. He can talk to me about basketball. He can teach me about basketball.
He's got a yapper over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tough look for Brett.
I don't think it's a tough look for me. I think it's a tough look for you guys.
No, it's a tough look for Brett.
No, it's a tough look for you guys. You guys are. I don't know why you guys like Zach. Why are you now? You're doing tricks on Zach Edey, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Sure. Just pointing out that he's a very good basketball player. Did he not win Player of the Year last year, Brandon? Am I wrong?
He did, in fact, win National Player of the Year.
He won National
300 Division I basketball teams. 5 starters on each team. That's 1,500 players. He finished first.
Yeah, I wish you.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right.
I wish Brett
I'll concede.
See a mirror right now.
I can actually. I'm looking at this.
All the egg on your face.
I just know brother's wearing a size 36 shoe right now. Squeaks every time he takes a step. He and all of
to be honest, I did not know that. I did not know that he won Player of the Year. I will be honest. I will concede that point. Listen, when Purdue gets bound, I'll concede. Right? Zach Edey's the best player in college basketball. Whenever they get bounced in the 3rd round to the 14th seed, he's going to have to declare for the draft, or he has to play for Purdue for another 10 years, whatever he's going to decide to do. Call me when he gets to the pros and see what happens. I'm just very curious as to how dominant he is as the best player in the country. Right now, he should go into college NBA and dominate. Right?
I told you that he's a very good college basketball player.
Okay.
Right. I told you that. I already said that.
Yeah, but also would like to mention what really good NBA.
Not through the context of this argument. In the argument before, sure, but not in this one. What?
How many really good NBA players have won a national championship in college? That doesn't mean dick. Except Christian Brown.
I know. Like I'm done. No, but we're talking about Zach Edey's talent as a basketball player. I know they're not.
And you say that he's not good because he keeps getting bounced in the tournament.
No, Purdue keeps getting bounced in the tournament. No, it's separate. So Purdue gets bounced from these tournaments because they're just collectively not good. Zach Edey's supposed to be the best player in the country, and I don't think he's very good. That's why they keep getting bounced in these tournament games.
Mm-hmm.
Do I really sound that ridiculous right now? Huh?
Yeah. LeBron James never won a national championship.
Shit in college.
Yeah, he fucking sucks at college. I mean, that's true. But look at him. He's fucking. I know he's. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. But he's 39 years old, still the best player in the fucking world. So let me know when Zach Edey gets there, and we'll talk. I mean, you would compare him to LeBron James.
I mean, we were just going off what we know now, what we're seeing with our eyeballs.
Right. Correct.
Football knowers are indicating. And this is all to say that Nebraska put them in a blender last night. They're the best team in the country.
Correct.
So I just want to throw that out there.
That's
the overall takeaway. Yeah, he's the best.
And that's what's actually making me more mad that I have to talk about this is because you're just trying to put Nebraska on a fucking pedestal, which I know neither one of you watches Nebraska basketball. There's no fucking shot that you watch Nebraska basketball, Brandon. I know Tyler doesn't. I know Brandon doesn't either.
I was going to watch it, but guess what? Guess where it was broadcast on?
Where?
Get him.
Fucking Peacock.
If you were a true fan, you would have found a way. You know what happens when the Broncos played on NFL Network? I got an NFL Plus thing. You know why? Because I'm a fan of that team.
I didn't. I just stole somebody's YouTube TV.
Damn. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. It's hard out here. It's hard out here for a pimp.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as victories last night, college basketball upsets, I think Iowa State, and this hurts me to say, I think Iowa State had a more impressive win. Not to say that Nebraska did not have an impressive win. They beat the number 2 team in the country. I'm not saying Nebraska hey, don't worry, guys. You can relax. I'm not talking shit about Nebraska. I think Iowa State had a more impressive win, beating the undefeated Houston.
By what? Half a point?
By 4 fucking points.
Oh, times that by 4.
Hold on, Brandon.
All right.
Do you know the score of the Purdue-Nebraska game?
Yeah, I know they lost by Purdue lost by 13, something like that, 15?
Nope.
16? How much?
And you think that the 4-point win is better?
I mean, at a certain point, the game gets out of hand. There's really nothing you could do about it. But I think Iowa State being able to just kind of hunker down and just will themselves to that victory. They had a guy come up, shoot free throws who was shooting 20% from the free throw line, and he just comes up, makes both. Yeah, he stepped on the line the second time. I actually don't even remember what they called after that. But I don't know. I think Iowa State's win is just a little more impressive.
So we're saying that because Nebraska beat them by so much that they're a worse team.
No, I'm saying that Purdue's not that fucking good. Purdue's not that good. Houston's good. Purdue's not good. That's what it boils down to.
That's a former number 1 team in the nation, baby. Yeah. No longer. Yeah.
Because I don't watch college basketball. Spoiler alert, I don't want to disappoint anybody.
It shows.
I don't watch college basketball.
We know. Everybody who's listening to the show this far knows that you don't watch college basketball.
No, they're going to agree with me. Finally, somebody's fucking willing to stand up on a pedestal and say, hey, you know what? Maybe Zach Edey isn't the best player in the fucking world. Maybe it's still Nikolai Jokic.
Neither of us have said anything like that.
Oh, my God. Fine. Whatever. So what is he the best player in? Like, I don't understand. He's the best player in the state of Indiana?
Last year, he was the best player in college basketball. That is a fact.
Yeah, that's insane they gave him that award. No, that's insane they gave him that award.
Is it?
Well, I mean,
they usually give it to the best player. So if he gets it, that just common association here. He's the best.
How many other 7-3 guys is he going up against in the Big Ten?
It just showed you the chart that said that.
You show me historically. Yeah, there's not a lot, right? There's not a lot of people.
Not a lot of
people going on the Big Ten.
He do.
I don't know, guys.
Like
I just think
6'9", 7-foot guys.
What I think this is you guys don't play enough 2K, and I know how you could just spam in 2K, just being a tall guy. You just spam everything. Just go to the lane and just dunk and just be there. Just literally stand there and just put the ball in the hoop. That's what you could do on 2K. That's basically what Zach Edey does against all these fucking Big Ten basketball players.
That's another one of your issues. You're fucking learning the game of basketball from 2K.
You got to learn somewhere. You guys clearly aren't teaching me shit.
Yeah, we learned from game tape.
What game tape are you watching? Give me the all 10. Give me the link for the all 10, please. I want the above the rim feed.
I do like how. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'll send it to you, but it shows me whenever somebody logs in, and it'll be like Brett Sprinkle, 0 logins.
Yeah, you're gonna tape a fucking $100 bill to the back of the playbook too. Fucking dickhead.
I do like how Purdue's Twitter account kept talking about how well Nebraska was shooting. Like, oh, this is bullshit that we're losing. They're just shooting well. Like, yeah, they're playing the game of basketball really well. That's annoying.
When they shoot the ball, it goes in. How dare they? What a fluke.
Yeah, they just would say Nebraska's X for X from the 3-point line, and then the score. That's it.
How do you guys feel about Michigan winning the national title?
I don't give a shit.
Big Ten, baby. I'm gay. I'm just so you guys know, I'm giving Iowa a piece of that because I feel like if you're a Big Ten championship competitor, you deserve a piece of the national title if the Big Ten champion does in fact win the national title.
I would like to put one caveat on there. I think you have to score 1 point to have that accolade.
See, I think that just being there and soaking in the atmosphere and just being all. I mean, Iowa's really just vibes. Like if they don't get the ball, like after Ohio State is kind of a tough. They have to get we're kind of banged up. Go face Iowa. That's kind of like a tune-up game. So honestly, we did. If anything, we did Michigan a favor, as good Big Ten representatives would. Hey, tell our boys, hey, go win it for the Big Ten, and that's what we did.
I don't know. Back in my day, like there weren't participation trophies. Like they had to go out and earn.
I don't want a participation trophy. I want the national championship.
You want a share of a national title when your team's.
I want a piece of confetti in the trophy case at Kinnick. I just want a piece of confetti.
Well, just Nebraska did score 7 points on the national champion. So
it's this many, as opposed to this many. It was 7 fingers as opposed to 0 fingers. I'm holding up now.
Oh. For the record, Brandon is in fact not holding up any fingers right now.
This is how many points Nebraska scored, and this is how many points Iowa scored.
Technically, he was just holding up 10 fingers because both his hands were in the air, and he has all 10 fingers on both, or he has all 5 fingers on both hands.
I mean, I think you're patronizing our audience, but I think they know how fingers work.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys have been extra fucking annoying today, and it's pissing me off.
Oh yeah, here we are.
You guys in your little fucking college football. You guys in your little fucking college football podcast. You guys are making your inside jokes. You guys are letting your heads get so big about Nebraska, and nobody's there to check you, and it's starting to show. It's starting to fucking show. The hubris coming out of you guys.
We didn't get shut out.
Scored 1.
Yeah, we didn't get shut out at all this season, let alone fucking 2 times.
3 times.
And we still won 10 games and represented the Big Ten. And you guys had a chance to represent the Big Ten. Guess what? You guys shit down your fucking leg.
Mm-hmm. We in fact did. You're right.
Yep.
But you guys will get back.
The start of our story, big fella.
I mean, we have a first
around
year
in mediocrity.
There's just so much hatred in your heart that I don't think you'll ever be good.
That's the most hated.
I'm supporting you guys as much as I can, but you guys are just fucking. You guys are just
I don't think
doing whatever you can to just make me out to be a fool. You're doing whatever you can to make me out to be uncredible, and I don't like it.
It's not hard.
Nasty, ugly. That's what you guys are. Ugly.
Yeah.
You're being nasty. That's what we say to my cat when she's being nasty.
The one that fakes being blind and deaf.
Yeah, kind of. You know what happened the other day? I had some friends over who obviously she'd never met before. And we have this TV stand with like a little crack in between, where the TV sits and where the video game stuff sits. It's like a tiny crack, probably about that, like that tall, whatever. Mm-hmm. And she never tries to jump in there, but she company was here. She was feeling herself, wiggling around, and all of a sudden she just fucking dives headfirst in the TV stand, runs smack dab into a photograph, and then just falls down, shakes her head, and just scurries away. She's trying to show off her company, and it didn't pay off for her. Didn't work out. Idiot.
Brandon, just so you know, I'm convinced that cat is not blind nor deaf.
Well, she's not deaf, so not deaf. Confirmed, not deaf. Can hear.
Definitely not blind, though.
Pretty blind. I don't think she's 100% blind. I think she's really blind.
Is she like Helen Keller just faking it?
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't think she's faking anything. She doesn't have any teeth, and she is bow-legged, and I think she's 90% blind. Pretty blind.
Fake.
No, I've seen her up on our cat tree, and she doesn't know how to get down because she gets so high up. So instead of like walking down like she normally would, she just falls off. So
She's playing the game.
Yeah, she's playing the game. She's playing it well. She's playing it well. Kudos to her. Hats off. Well, you guys have been fucking pissing me off today. Is there anything else you want to yell at me for? Like, I don't know.
What's pissing me off? Brett.
Yeah. Oh, what's pissing me off? Tyler and Brandon.
Mm-hmm. Actually, what's really pissing me off is I don't know what hoodie Brandon's wearing. And that's
there's really a wolf wear. Yeah, I don't know where the wolf is.
It's in you. It's in all of us.
Oh, I hate that. Ooh, can we talk about the Jewish tunnels real fast in New York? Dude, what a fucking story this is, huh? What? Teenage Ninja Turtles?
You can't
say that? I think you could say that. I read it online.
I don't think so.
I read it online.
Yeah, we're not able to say the N-word on this show.
Ninja? Yeah. Naysayer. I got you. No, but it's funny, actually. I do know. I have a friend who grew up a Hasidic Jew in New York as well. Not the same community, but a similar community. And he also knows the property manager and the housing manager for like all of the Hasidic Jews in that community. And essentially, apparently what happened was they wanted to expand their church. And instead of just telling anybody, like literally, they said, all right, we're just going to start digging. And that's what they did. They just started digging. Now, I do have a couple questions. Why do they just start with tunnels? Do they have a blueprint, or do they just start just winging it? It didn't really make any sense. But essentially what it boils down to is they're all just psychotic, and they all smell really, really bad. So that's what he said, quote unquote. Quote unquote, that's what he said. That's what my friend said who spoke to somebody close to the situation.
Okay. And who's your source?
I mean, it's Matt.
Don't give that up. I mean, dude, journalism 101, you don't give up your source.
I don't even know his Hebrew name.
Now you're going to get him outed. He's never going to be invited back to the tunnels. So here we are.
I mean, dude, I think they just got addicted. I think they started digging to build an expansion on the church, and what they did instead was they got addicted to the tunnel rat lifestyle, and many of us have fallen prey to that. Being a tunnel rat's kind of rad sometimes.
Who's been a tunnel rat that you've ever known?
Ari's been a tunnel rat. She wants to go back. She wants to go back so bad. She looks outside. She's like, fuck, I miss those tunnels. Being a tunnel rat's kind of cool because nobody's really watching. You kind of just get to hang out underground, but you're doing the same thing people do, just underground. It's kind of cool. It's kind of
I don't really think that you're doing the same thing that people above ground, not in tunnels, do. There's a reason.
You're having a lot more fun because nobody's watching you.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen
tunnel in my house.
I mean, I'm going to be in town at the end of the month if you want to get the supplies. You just start digging. Hey, yeah, sorry, Zarina, I'm going to extend my trip a few months. Oh, Tyler and I have some business to take care of.
Just quit my job and just start digging.
Just start digging. Oh, we'll go in shifts. You could work your job. I'll just start digging during the day, sleep during the night. You'll just work and then dig. Like you never.
Sophia's like, we're hemorrhaging money. Where's all of it going? Don't worry about it.
Somebody who's good with finances help me. My family's dying.
Yeah. Why did we just buy 13 pickaxes? Don't worry about it.
Oh, the boys are getting involved too. Brandon, you coming up? Trying to dig?
No, you need some just in case. I think.
Oh, someone break. Oh, so that's Minecraft thinking. I like that. Yeah. I like that actually. It's a good point.
Some hats with lights on them. Canaries. We need a lot of canaries.
Oh yeah, just in case. What are canaries for? Oxygen?
Gas.
Yes. If the canary dies, then it's not.
You gotta get the hell out. Yeah.
We used to do a lot of fucked up shit. Yeah. We do a lot of fucked up shit to animals and people, huh? It's crazy.
Well, they did their job.
They did do their job. Whether you signed up for it or not, you did your job.
That's great.
Well, guys, I don't really have anything else. I'm pretty much.
That's it.
I'm exhausted. You guys have.
I'm about to go play some college football for a little bit before I go into.
Oh yeah, let me know how it goes. I'm curious.
I will.
Are you guys bummed out? We didn't get there was talk that we were going to get an announcement during the
it's fucking
national championship.
That's the only reason I kept watching the damn game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really bummed out.
Just for the thought of like a commercial starting with EA Sports in the game would have given me goosebumps. Whole bar hours that would have erupted.
It would have been so funny if they did it, but it was like the lacrosse game that they're planning. Just a lacrosse unveiling.
That would be worse.
I love
lacrosse, but that would be bad.
Brandon loves lacrosse, huh?
Who's your favorite PLL team?
Denver Outlaw.
Damn, that's quick. That's a lot faster than I could have done it.
I'm a ball knower, all shapes and sizes.
One of the Whip Snakes.
Whip Snakes are good. I mean, I guess I'm a Water Dogs fan. I don't know. I'm a homer.
Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah, I don't have I have no thought for myself. I just go off whatever people tell me to do.
That's right. Imagine that.
Who would have?
All right, that's the show. Wrap it up.
Wait, Tyler. Yeah, that's the show. I'm done.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. This was another episode of Sundays with the Sprinkles. As we always mention, we upload every Friday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. If you're listening, we do appreciate it. Please go ahead and just like the video. Let us know you're listening. Leave a comment. I don't care. Somebody sent me a nice private message actually last week. It was Zach Zyla. He said that he's been listening to the podcast. He loves what we're doing. Likes that we're having fun. He said that I was the best part of it, but I think that was obvious. That's obvious. But
tell him to like the video.
Appreciate that
if he's watching.
Yeah.
Watch it. Just
appreciate
like it.
Appreciate that, Zach. Appreciate you, buddy. What else? Oh yeah, Cornhusker Connection is the page. Please go and watch other Cornhusker Connection content. Brandon, what other shows do you have?
Well, we have Cornhusker Connection. We'll be talking about their 16-point win over the number 1 team in the country, of course. We have Go Big 12 or Go Home.
Big 12, television.
The new Big 12 went 6-3 in the college football playoff. That's pretty cool. We're not in the playoff, the bowl season. So they're the best conference.
You're predicting what's going to happen next year. They're going to go 9-6-3 in next year's college football playoff.
They could. They very well could.
Just get 9 teams into the playoff.
Colorado and Kansas State in the national championship. You mark my words. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Also, Will Howard to Ohio State?
Who would have thought?
Yeah. I guess some people thought, but it sounds kind of boring to me. I have a Kansas State bias, though. I don't like them.
Well, Howard's a fun watch.
Anyway, yeah. Well, like I said, thanks for listening, guys. On behalf of Tyler, on behalf of Brandon, we appreciate it. My name is Brett. We will see you next week. Happy Wildcard Weekend. Thank you so much. Goodbye.